Okay, so things are getting rather interesting at the Broadview ICE facility, which is all the way down here. Because the clip you just saw, that was not between protesters and ICE agents or federal agents. Those were protesters clashing with the Illinois State Police.
It's on literal civilians! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And those were not federal agents either. That was the LA Police Department using horses and riot control to break up protesters at this LA federal building. And they were protesting ICE as well. And look, this is starting to become a problem for sanctuary cities. Whose side are you on? We're here to protest ICE. You're not even supposed to work with ICE, yet you're stopping protesters. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Now, before we start the video, make sure to please like the video. It's the #1 way you guys are helping this channel, and it also helps others see the videos as well. I'm just one person, and the way we can get the word out on what exactly is happening over in Chicago and Los Angeles is with your help. So thank you guys so much for helping out. Okay, so this right here is the exact problem Homeland Security has with this whole situation. Basically, Homeland Security put a fence right in the middle of this road so that protesters can have their side, Homeland Security has their side. However, a judge has ordered that the fence gets taken down even though this entire roadway is blocked off by barricades and protesters have their own protest zone. Basically, Homeland Security is questioning what's the point of taking down that fence if protesters are already confined. That fence is to protect everyone, but you'll see here in a second, protesters don't care. If there's a fence, not a fence, doesn't matter. They're still gonna go out there.
You're gonna get hurt.
Back up!
Illinois State Police.
Back up!
This has become an unlawful assembly at this point. People are throwing
I don't know if you guys can hear that. They're saying go home fascist, and that's typically wording used against like the Trump administration or the activities of ICE. Now the protesters are turning it on the Illinois State Police, who's not even supposed to be working with ICE and deportations. And this right here is the problem the Trump administration has with sanctuary cities. You tell police officers do not work with ICE, but then when police officers even look like they're working with ICE, they now become a problem and it creates confusion amongst the people. Okay, so here's where things get interesting. So all of the clips we just watched, that's from Cam Higbee. Make sure to go follow him. But these were his observations on the ground. He said when curfew hits, they give a warning, another warning, a third and final warning, and then proceed to issue 7 more final warnings. They tell protesters if one more person steps into the street, they will be arrested, no questions asked. After failing to enforce curfew, and then when it happens, they do nothing. So what Cam is describing is exactly what Homeland Security has been describing in the Broadview area and really every sanctuary city in the United States. In fact, within the city of Portland, the Portland Police Department is being investigated to see what the issue is with working with Homeland Security. Is it sanctuary policies? Are there biases going on? So this is a problem throughout all sanctuary cities. But we're also starting to see protesters turn on their own police force that's supposed to be on their side. And look, the local police departments know this. Check out this clip.
So we've got these unoccupied police cars here that they have put their signs on. These are Maywood police cars. We're on the line of Maywood and Broadview right now. He's gonna drive away with that on there.
Wow. So that sign says F ICE on a police car that's not even supposed to be working with ICE. You can see the association. I'll give you a broader example. In California, they passed the no mask law for ICE agents when they're doing deportations. Now, that's not enforceable because those are federal agents and that's a state level law. However, the local police force, that applies to them. Police unions were so upset about this because they said, hold on, you're making us look like the bad guys and you're limiting us now, and locals can point at us and call us the evil ones. I made a whole video on that. So again, this is on all different levels within Sanctuary City, where protesters or everyday civilians can turn it on the local police departments and get mad at them, even though police departments are not supposed to be working with ICE. This is a Sanctuary City issue. And again, that was Cam Higbee. Make sure to go follow him, go support him. And that was also Frontlines TP USA. So shout out to them. Let's go to Los Angeles. Just to give you an idea of what's going on, the federal building is back here. Now, many people don't realize this. In Los Angeles, their police force, riot control force, they actually do work with Homeland Security as far as to protect the street and make sure nothing gets out of hand. But again, protesters in the area, activist groups, they're not fans of this. You can find plenty of articles where protesters are saying, you know, this does blur the lines as far as working with federal officers. We're supposed to be on the same side here. And we always give credit on my channel. That was Anthony Cabasa. Make sure to go follow him, go support him. And I think he also has a YouTube channel. Go subscribe to that as well. This is very dangerous work, so make sure to go please subscribe to them and go follow them. Now, another issue that was happening a few months ago, we actually covered it on my channel. Right through here where my cursor is, this is a parking garage where federal agents or federal workers, that's where they park their vehicles to go to work. And protesters were starting to exploit that, start to harass people who were just trying to go in and out of work. So the police, they have been working with federal agents for a while. Now, when it comes to, is that working with federal agents when it comes to deportations? I would say no. However, protesters have not even been happy with that. Again, that's getting too close to working with federal agents. And again, I want to point out, these protesters are here to protest no kings against ICE agents, and now the police and the protesters are clashing. LA police.
Somebody film this! Somebody film this! They are unleashing horses on literal civilians! They are, oh my god!
Oh my god!
If you haven't already, make sure to please leave your comments down below how you feel about all of this. Now, there's also another law out there many people don't know about Los Angeles. The police cannot use aggressive or too aggressive a force on journalists and media personnel. Another issue that the police have, if you're going to embed in the middle of a protest, protesting against ICE, that just adds layers to the complexity of the issue for sanctuary cities, especially one like Los Angeles.
All right, Secretary, you just heard the governor call you a little girl playing dress up. What do you say to that?
He keeps throwing out insults. I wish he would just defend the people that he's responsible for. And that is what is shocking to me about these leftist politicians, just how they ignore the people who elected them, jeopardize their safety, and continue to disrespect our law enforcement officers. So one of the things I've been dealing with all day here in Portland is a bunch of pansies that are elected into political office who won't make a decision to keep their citizens safe.
So again, this is a universal issue with sanctuary cities. The Trump administration keeps pointing out that politicians or police forces, they seem to be skittish or purposely not protecting their own citizens because that would involve having to work with the Trump administration. Those are not even my words. That is straight from Kristi Noem, Tom Homan, and really the entire Trump administration. That's why sanctuary cities are being sued right now. And by the way, Governor Pritzker was actually involved with his No Kings protest. So again, I don't know how this is all going to work when the governor of your own state is arguing, Donald Trump, go home, we don't work with ICE, we want you guys out of here, referring to them as some pretty nasty stuff, and then when protesters show up to actually protest ICE, Donald Trump, they get turned away from the police force in which Governor Pritzker helps control and operates as well. Now, check this out. Here's the Broadview police chief talking about ICE agents in which now they're defending.
I know my job. I'm doing my job.
Broadview Police Chief Thomas Mills says ICE agents are breaking the law every day this fence is here, blocking the village street in front of this detention center.
We are experiencing an immediate public safety crisis.
A wall of metal built secretly overnight a week and a half ago without a permit or permission from emergency responders who might have to get to people or businesses on the other side of this now locked fence.
So I just want to show you guys, in context, just a week ago, this whole fence was talked about how it's blocking everything. It's getting in the way of everyone. Yet now, when we see all of the footage, when the fence is taken down, and I'm just trying to be fair here, protesters are still out there. The police, they're still blocking the road. There are barricades now that are also in the way of the road, but we don't hear anybody talking about that.
But it's not just a public safety issue. It is also a symbol of the divide between the tiny village and the federal government.
Are you guys ready to just break that fence down if you have to?
We are. Well, we have been in contact with Public Works. They are equipped with heavy equipment to get.
There you go. So you guys can leave your comments down below how you feel about that. And this clip is from Border Hawk. Make sure to go support them. Go follow them. They have a YouTube and an X account, formerly known as Twitter. Go support them as well.
If you touch me, you will go to jail. Get out. Dress up the line. Dress up the line.
And again, this is the Broadview area. That fence was there. Even though when the fence was there, it was still getting chaotic, but the fence was there to isolate and protect everyone involved. Now this Broadview area, the protests are spilling into the streets of Broadview, in which the police said they were putting all the blame on ICE. Yeah, it's not good stuff. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I figured I combined LA and Chicago together because this was just after the No Kings protest. It looks like some people spilled over into their own protesting against ICE agents, and that's basically what happened. But again, to highlight what happened, these are sanctuary policies. Their own people get told, we don't work with ICE, that's never gonna happen, we don't work with deportations. When protesters show up, it looks like now protesters are protesting the police force for working with ICE, even though they're not supposed to. So leave your comments down below how you feel about this. Again, I highlight this in hopes that we can have peace, we can come together, and start to come up with solutions where not everybody is infighting and trying to push people down, and I really do hope we get some more peace when we start to analyze what's going on here. Thank you guys so much for everything, and again, please pray for peace, God bless, and we'll see you all later.